feeling fine. Drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time. In our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. A hell of a time. Yeah, we're chilling out here, ladies in the rear, our feet in the water, top disappears, drinking Malibu Patron or a beer in a cup.
Today's a very good and exciting day. We're finally getting our epoxy flooring from Spartan done to the shop. It's going to be a few days for me, but it's all going to be in this video for you guys. We got Jonathan from the Dip and Diesel YouTube channel here giving us a hand today. It's my 40 by 50 shop. We're only going to be doing the 40 by 40 utility space inside. Yesterday we sealed our expansion joints and used a 2-part polyurethane product, and then we also had a hairline crack that we filled. You probably can't even see it, but we went ahead and filled that in. It was when the first concrete truck and the second concrete truck, they were too far apart in the heating cycles. They just settled differently and they split. So we had to take care of that. So we didn't want to bore you guys with taking care of all that, but it's all taken care of and looks really good. I took a scraper, so we have a flat finish. We took our drain heads off so we don't coat those things. Right now what we're going to be doing is cleaning our floor. It's all in the prep process, and after we get done cleaning our floor, we're going to etch our concrete because it's a brand new pad. It's only about 45 days old and it's only had foot traffic, so we're going to be able to etch it and be fine. But if your concrete's old, you definitely want to take one of them diamond cut machines you rent from the Home Depot to prep your concrete, because that's what you're probably going to need. We're going to be using a generic concrete prep cleaner to clean our concrete before we etch it, which we'll show you that product here in a second. We're going to dilute it 4 to 1. We're going to be using the pump sprayer to go around and get it settled, and then use our water and put it into the drains. Then we're going to be using a eco-friendly muriatic acid to etch our concrete. This is going to give us that rough texture on our concrete to be able to adhere our Spartan product, our epoxy. So we're going to have a moisture barrier base, and then we're going to flake it, clear coat over top of it. It's going to look great. Sit tight while we clean this up. Enjoy the video. See you in a minute. So now that we have our floor cleaned and our floor etched, I just checked it in a couple of different spots and it's really coarse, which is what you want to adhere to that epoxy. Now we're gonna wait 48 hours and then coat our floors. We'll see you guys in 2 days. See you then. So it's been about 3 days since we etched the concrete, so it's actually really dry. We have great weather conditions out today and the next 2 days. We just checked the weather. So we have low humidity, which is good. Our concrete's prep, can't stress it enough. It's the most important part about doing any kind of flooring system, no matter what product you're using. So before we start talking about what product we're gonna be using today, which is a Spartan Epoxy's product, can't wait to show you guys this. We'll give you a sneak peek right now. Boom. All these goodies we have to talk to you about. Let's go into the garage and tell you why we decided to go with a higher end product for our shop than the low end box store stuff. Let's head to the garage and talk for just a second before we get into this. 3 years ago, I moved into this house and I was a first time home buyer, and I wanted my garage floor to look good. So first thing I did, just like a lot of guys, is I went to, I think it was Home Depot, and bought the box brand stuff. I'm not gonna say a brand, I don't wanna bash anybody, but I was really happy with it for about a year. I'd probably say the first 2 years, actually. I was actually really happy with it. The last year and a half, I've been here, I think, 3.5 years. The last year and a half, this floor has gone downhill. I mean, you can look at it, guys. I do projects in here. I do work in here. It is a mechanic's garage. I do a lot of stuff in here, and it held up decent for the first couple of years, but after that, it just kind of rubbed away over time with rolling stuff on it, the creeper under the truck. It just tore it down. It's just one of those things you got to think about cost-wise. Is it worth paying a little bit more to have the way better product that's going to last a lot longer of time? If I would have known about the Spartan stuff when I first moved into this garage, there's no way I would have got this box store stuff, because now I'm in a position to where I have to pull everything out, tear all this up with a diamond cutter grinder, and then come back through with a primer and re-put stuff on this floor. I got to redo it all. So if you want to skip all that hassle of dealing with all this stuff with this box store brand, go ahead, get you that Spartan stuff. Let's go talk about it and show it to you. I'm very excited. It's going to look great. So let's introduce you guys to the Spartan Epoxy lineup. Everything I'm going to be using today and talking about is going to be linked down in the description below, where you can go to their website and figure out what kit you can select for your garage, what flakes you want. You can customize this stuff from all the colors to the flakes, to how many flakes you want, to everything is customizable. And they got everything from the spike shoes to the rollers to the stuff you need to mix it in the mixing jug with your 5-gallon or your 1-gallon, your squeegees, your paint brushes, everything, your paint trays, everything is available on their website, which will be linked down below. This is pretty much a 3-stage kit that I chose. It has HDWB, which is our base layer, then it has HD Pro, which is our mid coat, and then it has HDI, which is our clear coat. A very good, high quality clear coat that's going to last a long time, be UV resistant, so that when sun comes through the shop, if I got the base door up, over time it won't fade and yellow the clear coat, which is what we want, because our garage got yellowed from the garage door being up, the sun coming inside, it yellowed, and then just plain out went away. And now we don't have any protective layer, so now that we spill oil and stuff on the floor, it just goes right through the floor and stains the concrete. So we don't want that. Definitely with this nice, well, it's going to be a nice shop when it's done, but definitely with a shop this size, we don't want to go out and get something that's going to be bad for the floor and not last a very long time, which this stuff is. So if I ask Jonathan, by the way, Jonathan's behind the camera, his channel is always linked down below. The first thing we're going to be doing is mixing up our 1-gallon HDWB. It's a 2-part, so it's got a gallon and then I believe a quart. And then we're going to put it in there, mix it all up. After we do our edges with our gallon kit and around the drains, then maybe we'll probably have a little bit more where we can just start filling in some corners or so. We're going to go to our 4-gallon kit, mix it 4-to-1. Here's our part B, our part A is in here, and that'll finish out this 1,600 square foot shop. Then after that, we're going to wait about 8 to 10 hours, let it tack up to where our finger doesn't leave like a fingerprint. Then we know it's going to be ready. We're going to come back through. Let's go to the back side here. We're going to come back with our 3-gallon kits. These are 2-part kits. The part B is actually inside these gallon containers, or 5-gallon containers. So we mix them up when we're ready with we got 2 spiral things we're going to put on our drill. And then we're going to let this sit overnight. When we get done with our mid coat, come back the next day with our HDI, which is on the other side. We got all of our HDI here. That's going to apply us a really good thick clear coat on there. We're going to be using 3/8 18-inch rollers for the HDWB, which is think of it as a primer. We're going to be going sideways and then front to back, so we get good layer. You really want to press this stuff into the concrete, make sure you got it coated 100% and really press it into the concrete. Whenever we do our mid coat, we're going to be going down to a 3/16 snap 18-inch roller, just a little bit finer of a finish. And then we're also going to be incorporating our squeegee into it and then really getting this stuff laid on. Throw our flakes, come back the next day with our clear. It's going to turn out great, guys. Hope you're enjoying the video. Again, all this stuff is going to be linked down in the description below if you guys want to check this out. But stay tuned for the finish, because I'm really excited. I think it's going to turn out good. We're not going to mask off the edges of the walls because we do have the rubber flooring, the 4-inch. It's in that white box right there. By the way, got a new welder, boys. Yes, welder. We've been throwing beads. Me and Jonathan have been throwing freaking dimes. So we're going to be doing some welding. Get your comments ready, because you guys are going to love the comments on these weld videos, because I got to learn, and it's going to be awesome to be able to learn. And I don't know, maybe you guys can give me some tips. But yeah, we got to weld. We got a bunch of stuff for this shop, man. So we really got to get this stuff done so we can start building trucks. I know Jonathan's looking at maybe getting a truck in the next couple days too, so we'll see. But don't worry about the edges. We may get some color on the edges. It's fine, because we're going to come back through, roll our 4-inch weather stripping down, and it's going to really finish out the edging of the shop, and it's going to look really good, so don't freak out about that. But we do have everything else masked off. We have the line right here at the front of the shop. We're going to stop it here. The last 10 foot of our overhang is just going to be bare concrete, which is going to look good. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Appreciate you staying tuned. Let's jump right into it. So we just got done laying on our HDWB. Now we're gonna wait about 8 to 10 hours depending on how it dries, and then we're gonna lay on our base coat, which is going to be, think of this as like a primer, because it really is. It technically is a primer. Then we're gonna be laying on our HD Pro, which is our base coat. We got really good coverage. We did both ways, left, right, front, back. We went over it, we pressed down really hard. We made sure to get into all the little nooks and crannies and the, you know, defective spots in the concrete. Made sure that we got this primer stuff all the way down in there. And we still have probably another 1.5 gallons left. So I think we started out with 5 gallons in total, and we have about 1.5 gallons left, and this was 1,600 square feet. And we got really good coverage. I even told these guys, lay it on there pretty good. And we did, so we got really good coverage. I think it turned out really good. Like I said, don't worry about the edges because we are gonna be covering all of that up anyway, guys. So I'm not worried about masking all that off, making it look pretty, because we got this stuff right here. This rubber matte stuff, it's gonna look really good. It's gonna look seamless on between the floor and the wall. It's gonna look great. But I guess we're gonna catch up with you guys in a couple days. Or actually, be a couple days for y'all. Tomorrow for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow on my end. But that's when we're gonna be laying on this base and throwing some flakes. So we'll see you guys then. It looks great. Alrighty guys, we just got done throwing the flakes and the floor is looking amazing. It's gonna look 10 times better when we come back tomorrow and scrape all the excess flakes off, so it gives it a nicer finish than it is right now, because there's flakes on top of flakes right now. After we get done taking all the excess off, we're gonna come back with a clear coat and finish it off. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. When we do that, we're gonna let this sit overnight and cure a little bit. Come back with the clear, it's gonna look great. So it is a couple days later after that last clip you guys saw us putting that clear coat on, and it turned out great. We came back the next day, hit it with a second coat, got over all the areas we didn't hit as much as the first night, and the finish on the floor, let me tell you, it is amazing, guys. I'm really happy how it turned out. It is over 24 hours later, so we can walk on it now. It can take foot traffic, so we're good to walk in, but I'm not gonna put any trucks on it for another week or so. It says 5 to 7 days, I believe, until you can put a vehicle on it. We also knocked out the edging on the lower part of the wall so that we got rid of all the imperfections on the lower part of the wall, and it turned out great. Seamless finish from the floor all the way to the wall. So without further ado, guys, let's jump in here and show you guys this freaking floor, and it looks amazing. So we'll open up the shop. Boom! Check out this floor, guys. This floor turned out amazing. It gave me the perfect finish that I wanted. It has a little bit of grip, so I don't have to worry about falling down when I wash a vehicle in here. It's really turned out great. We got a seamless floor from our pad, our 10-foot overhang, to our inside utility space. Check it out all the way down, just a perfect seam. It turned out really good. I'm about to hang some banners now, but you guys can see what I was talking about, the lower part of the walls. We got that black trim there, which really finished it off well. We got all around our drains. Our drains look great. I just couldn't be happier with the finish of this floor. You can just tell it's gonna last a very long time and be able to hold up to extreme abuse. I'm gonna be working a lot in this shop, so I need a floor that can take the abuse, and this floor can. It's gonna hold up a long time, I believe. The HDI clear coat just feels so good and tough. Like, you can tell that things aren't gonna be able to get through it, and it's just gonna turn out really good, guys. It's got a nice semi-gloss finish. or it's not gonna be reflecting and hurt my eyes off the LEDs. I'm just beyond stoked about this floor, guys. It turned out great. The exact thing I wanted for this shop. It literally is a dream come true, guys. I still gotta put the trays for the drains, which they're outside. I'm gonna get them cleaned up before I bring them in here. The echo, I know it's echoing in here. We're gonna be bringing stuff in here in a few days. Once it kind of cures a little bit more, we're gonna start bringing toolboxes. I got workbenches that are gonna line this backside. I got cabinets coming in. I got stools, I got speakers. We're hanging up the Sonos speakers now, so we got surround sound. We got 1SLs and a beam there, so we're gonna have full surround sound in the shop. The echo is gonna chill out. I'm also gonna be hanging up banners and just outfitting the shop in the next video, so stay tuned to this Dream Shop video series, guys. I appreciate everyone who stayed tuned before, and if you wanna catch up on the Dream Shop videos from there being dirt and trees all in this area till now, we have the entire Dream Shop build series on my channel. You guys can check out that playlist. I'll put it up in the corner of the screen. You guys can watch every video from dirt moving till now doing the floors and everything in between. It's all been on the video. I even did a video on how much everything has costed me up till this point, which is pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and start moving stuff in here and working. You guys will see a work video in the shop very soon, probably within the next week. We're gonna be doing a job here in the shop. All the products I used in this video will be linked down in the description below, even the wall trim to the clear coat to the base to the everything I used in this video will be down in the description. So if you guys want a floor just like this, either go on their website or just give them a call. They have great customer service at Spartan Epoxies. I know I've had to call them for multiple things, and the guys have just been great. Jeff and Brian over there, huge shout out to those guys. They really take care of the customer and always put customers first. So their information will be down below as well as their phone number. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. Got tons more videos coming out on this channel. We build trucks on this channel, and we're gonna continue to do that. I'm in the looks for a new truck right now to start building on the channel now that we got a new shop. So if you enjoyed it, consider leaving a like button on the video, hitting those push notifications so you get notified each and every time I upload a video, because a lot of people are saying they're not getting notifications. You gotta hit that bell and hit every single time I upload so you get notified. I'll catch you guys in the next video where we outfit this shop and get to work. Peace.